here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to day 15 in my 2018 holiday card series. Before I get started, I am inching so close to 10,000 subscribers, and I would love to hit that before January 1st. So how you can help me out is you can like this video, you can share it with your friends, you can invite crafty friends to come join us here at TheJollyFatElf. We craft in real life, we make mistakes, we fix them, we have a good time, or at least I think we have a good time. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell so you get notified whenever I post a video. I try to post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Central. Sometimes I get thrown off a little bit, but I do try to post 3 days a week. So today we are making a card. This kind of just popped in my brain, and to me, those are the best cards to make. So I'm going to be using the Farmhouse Christmas. I want to use the truck. I'm going to be using the buffalo check background, and then I'm going to be using 2 sentiments from the Comfort and Joy stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. I'm using the Merry Christmas and the Merriest Wishes for Your Christmas sentiments. So let's get started. So I'm going to be doing a different color palette today. I'm going to be using powder pink and smoky slate. So I have a piece here of the powder pink paper, and what I'm going to do, since I'm doing a background, is I'm going to add a couple of glue dots to help this paper stick. Now, I am keeping in the foam backing, and the reason why I'm doing that is because this stamp doesn't always stamp very solid for me. Sometimes I have some issues with it, so I want to go ahead and leave that in. That way I can get the best stamped image as possible. I'm going to put 2 glue dots, and I'm just using my scissors to grab them. And oh, Roxy. Roxy's been in here. And I'm just using my scissors, and I'm going to, because I've already placed this, and I'm going to put one at the corner at the top and one at the corner at the bottom. Because we're not going to use our magnets for this. Maybe I'll use it just to keep this situated. There we go. So I'm going to be using smoky slate ink for this. And I already have my background stamp mounted onto my Stamparatus. If you don't have a Stamparatus or some kind of stamp positioning tool, if you get one thing for yourself for Christmas, that's what I would really recommend. It just makes stamping so much easier, especially, I know a lot of people are really good at placing their stamps, like their clear stamps, if they miss stamp or something. I am not one of those people, so I love that I can stamp more than once using the Stamparatus. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark this, or not mark this down, but kind of wipe back and forth to help me get a smooth image. Let's see it to the side. I'm going to bring in a scrap piece of Whisper White. And my Memento Tuxedo Black. It's going to be, I'm going to stamp the truck, and I'm going to use Tuxedo Black, Memento Tuxedo Black. This sentiment with smoky slate. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get these lined up and ready to go through my Big Shot. You guys will have to not mind my shakiness. Got a trimmer. One of these days I'll figure out a way to live with it so it doesn't. Actually, let me color first. What am I thinking? Okay, So you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but we're gonna try this. So I'm gonna use light mint macaron to provide the shadow. So I'm gonna go over this with Fleur de Flamingo, but I want to make it a bit more green because Fleur de Flamingo is too bright. So we're gonna try this and see how I did. And that's the great thing about crafting. It's like you can just play around and discover what works and what doesn't. And just like that, we made powder pink. I'm gonna run the sentiment, the truck. I'm gonna use the largest stitch shaped circle to cut out our background. I'm gonna cut out a piece of smoky slate with the next to largest circle, and then I'm gonna use my cable knit embossing folder to emboss a piece of smoky slate. So I'm gonna do all of that off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let's start with our card base. I have a piece of smoky slate that I've cut down to 4 1/4 by 11, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. Don't forget you can find all of these measurements with the coordinating blog post over on my blog, which is linked down below. You can also subscribe to my blog so you get an email every time I post if you are interested in doing that. You can also sign up for my newsletter there. You can sign up for Patreon. You can do all the things. I'm gonna set this to the side. I'm gonna bring in this piece that I embossed, and I'm gonna bring in my paper trimmer. I'm gonna cut this down to 1 1/2 by 4 1/4. I mean 5 1/4. Excuse me. I have a piece of smoky slate that's going to act like our card layer, or it is our card layer. And it measures 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to adhere this with some liquid glue. If you hear that noise in the background, that's my heater. I forgot to mention it earlier. I mentioned in the video I posted earlier today that I'm coming down with something, and I've been freezing all day long. So I'm going to take a piece of this powder pink shimmer ribbon. I'm going to attach that using washi tape per usual. So yeah, I don't know what kind of plague is coming, but something is coming. I should have known when I started going to bed. Like the last couple of nights I've gone to bed before 8 p.m. I've just been so tired. I had a tiring weekend. We had company on Thursday, of course, for Thanksgiving, and I cooked. And then my brother and his new girlfriend and her 4-year-old and my niece, who is now 12, came down and I cooked 2 dinners for them on Saturday, and that included like 2 pans of lasagna, and I just kind of wore myself out. So I've been recovering from that. Unfortunately, I love cooking as much as I love card making, and I just don't have the strength with this new autoimmune disease to do what I want to do. So, but that's okay. I make do, and that's all that matters. So we're going to hear this flat, just like that. I think I'm going to go ahead and pop these 2 up. I think I'm on the end of my dimensionals. I am at the end of my dimensionals, but that's okay. I saw a video on Facebook of Shamar Moore dancing to Shape of You. And now that song is stuck in my head. So is the vision of Shamar Moore dancing to the Shape of You. Don't tell Rob. He doesn't mind. He knows that I can find other men attractive and still love him. He's one of those people that's like, I don't want anything for Christmas. And I'm like, ugh. And me, I'm the type of person that sent him a list of like 12,000 things. Because the first year that we did Christmas together and I didn't give him a list, I got nothing but kitchen stuff, which I don't mind. I mean, I was grateful, but at the same time, it's like kitchen stuff is no fun. If you're gonna give me something, at least give me something that I want. So I've got some Copic markers on my list. I've got a few goodies. I got some makeup on my list. He's like, makeup, and I'm like, just go with it. Sometimes you just want to feel pretty. So I doubled up the dimensionals on this side because it's going to go right there. It's like, just go with it, Mr. Brundies. Everybody asks me, where'd you get that nickname from? And it's from Eddie Izzard, if you've ever watched him. He's hilarious. He does this little skit about the president of Burundi, and I just started calling Rob that one day. Wink at Stella because, hello, it's Christmas. And we can't have a pink pickup without sparkles, right? So he's like, okay. Sometimes I think he just placates me. That's all right. That's okay. This card could really use some bling, but I'm going to admit something to you. I am completely out of rhinestones. I don't know how that happened, but it did. I do have these, so we'll see. It's like, how do you run out of, what kind of crafter are you that you run out of rhinestones? I don't know, man. I don't know. Cute. Okay, so a bow, to bow or not to bow? That is the question. I love this ribbon. I don't know how many times I can say that, but I do love this ribbon. Love with the shape of you. See? Told you. Let's just see. Do we want a bow? No, because I'm gonna add some dots. So I think I'm gonna do there we go. That is day 15 of the 2018 holiday card series. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I would really like to hit 10,000 before the end of the year. That would be so fantabulous. I'm so excited. So if you missed it, I posted a video today of the unboxing of that limited edition Christmas kit from Simon Says Stamp. And so yeah, so that's it guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. You can find supplies, etc. linked down below, and I'll see you on Friday for day 16. Bye for now.